Alrighty, everybody, this is Maple. She's so nice, really kind, really gentle. Say nice things about her in the comments because everybody deserves a bit of kindness in the world, even if you're a dog. Isn't that right, Maple?
In a world full of snacks, facts, and fun, one guy presses record. It's Jakobi-Won on franchise!
Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Thank you for tuning in today to day 30 of Anime, which is the daily series here on the channel where we're going to be posting one video a day in the month of May to promote anime. So without further ado, the topic today is thanks to Maple, and I hope you liked her little guest appearance and you say some nice things about her in the comments, because today we're going to be talking about the anime movie A Silent Voice, which is honestly my favorite anime movie out there. And I really love it and I really appreciate it for its messages that it shares and the emotional impact that you receive from watching this movie. Because there's two very specific themes and messages that they want to portray to its viewers. First off is kindness. Why I told you to be kind to Maple. Because everybody in the world deserves kindness. It should be something that is freely given. We should be that light to others and not be that dampener and bring negative energy, because that isn't what we're supposed to do. And this movie shows this perfectly, as it shows our main character being a bully to this younger girl who is deaf. And it shows just how his negative bullying can affect her life, but also affect his life once he grows out of elementary school to middle school, and just shows how miserable he is because nobody likes being around a bully. And so the negativity that he possessed affected himself and her, both in bad ways. So life ended up giving him a second chance and allowed him to show kindness to this girl and to make up for what he did, because kindness will always be there. And you always have the chance to choose kindness, because why would we want to choose negativity? And we're in a world where we could be kind and sprout joy in people's lives. And that's what this movie shows. This movie helps us realize that kindness is a free commodity, and we should be kind to everybody we see out there. Another thing that this film shows is the fact with our main character, after being bullied and being this bullier, he becomes bullied himself and just pushes everybody away and doesn't respect anybody and just doesn't want to be emotionally attached to anybody. So they do a visual representation of this by putting these X's on the faces of anybody he thinks of as a stranger or someone he doesn't really care for. And that is interesting because it shows that his emotional perception of everybody, he just doesn't care. He just looks at their feet and he doesn't look at their eyes. But then we realize something. Once he actually gets to know these people and look eye to eye, he realizes that he could connect with these people on a different level and actually understand them and become friends with people because of how negative middle school affected him from that bully sense. And it's kind of poetic in a way, where we slowly see him develop this safety to where he feels comfortable to be vulnerable with people. And it's very beautiful seeing this, especially in the ending. The ending has such a beautiful scene where everybody has X's on their faces, and he slowly understands himself and feels what he needs to feel, and we slowly see all of the X's from all these strangers just fly off their faces. And that is done because he is finally accepting himself and finally realizing that he too could be present in other people's lives, and he doesn't have to be distant anymore, because he's finally feeling accepted and finally feeling like he matters. And that is so important, because that ties into the meaning of kindness, and they both mush together in a beautiful, perfect way. Because without kindness, he wouldn't be able to develop this sense of acceptance and belonging. Because when we choose to be kind, we are being that light to the world. Even if this is our second, third, fourth, or fifth try, kindness is always an option. And that light that we bring when we are kind will allow us to feel what we need to feel and feel like we are present and belonging into our family, our friend groups, and the people we know. And that's why I think Silent Voice is such a beautiful movie, and why all of you should go at least watch it once in your life. So thank you for tuning in today to today's video. Let me know down in the comments down below what you think of Maple. Give me some nice comments about Maple, because she deserves it. Also, leave a like and comment what you think about the movie A Silent Voice, because I think it is a fantastic film. And while you're at it, please subscribe so that you can be notified for any more future videos. And without further ado, thank you for tuning in, and I will see you all next time.
Oh, Jakobi-Won!